Hello, Harvey Bennett here at the tackle shop on a rainy day. I'm going to show you how to service a 704 Penn, which is a great old reel, no longer made, but still a workhorse in the surf out here in Amagansett and Montauk. I've already taken the side plate off, as you can see, and exposed the interior of the reel. I have loosened up this screw right here that holds the actuator onto the main shaft. And we're going to take that off, and we're going to take the actuator off, and to do that you slide out your vertical shaft, and you take this out, and now you've exposed the reel more. You push this, your handle goes on here, you back your handle off, and you can just push this shaft out. What we lubricate these with is a very good Penn synthetic grease. It's very expensive, but it's real good. You put a little bit on the shaft here, a little bit in the hole right there. This is your anti-reverse. We want to put a little grease on this. Just make sure it's good. I don't like to pack these reels. Some tackle shops pack them. I don't pack them because they hold moisture and will rot your reel out from the inside out. Put a lot of grease up around this area, up in here, so it kind of forces into the bearing. There's a bearing right inside here. Slippery little bugger, isn't it? Anyway, and you want to put some right here and some right here. You can also take this rotor off, undo this bolt, this pops off, and you can get to the bearing in there. There's 3 screws that hold a collar in there. On your bail, grease your bail at the pivot points. Make sure this nut is tight. Put a little grease right there on the roller. If you never had a bail off and don't know how bail springs work, do not take it off. Bring it to a shop or bring it to me and I'll do it for you. It's very easy, but it can get tricky. Okay, now you put the shaft back in here. Turn the gears so they mesh. Turn the rotor so they mesh. Put your horizontal vertical shaft in. And then put your actuator on. Put the screw in it. Tighten it up, put the cover back on. You're done with that part. The other thing is to grease the pivot point on the handle. There's a grease fitting right here. Push a little grease in there. There's also a grease fitting on this reel right here in case you can't get it apart. Just squeeze some grease in there. Spray the reel down before you work on it with, I use CRC. I think it's the 656 is the formula. It's a marine grade lubricant. Do not use silicone lubricant. Just use petroleum-based lubricant. WD-40 is also good. A lot of people don't like to use it. I do like to use it. I always grease the inside of the spool. You can also service the drag. You pop this keeper spring out. The drag just comes out. It's a series of washers like this. You clean these washers up. Put a little bit of lubricant on them. Put them back in again. Put the keeper spring back on. Put the reel back together. It's all very simple. And you'll say if you do this a couple times a season, this reel will last you a lifetime. I always wash reels off with fresh water before I put them away after I get done using them, and about once a week I spray them down with that either CRC lubricant or WD-40. Anyway, bass are all over the place on the sand beaches. Montauk Point's going crazy. Amagansett beaches are great. There's some bluefish kicking around too. There's still bass and blues in the bay. Tons of false albacore around Gardeners Island. I suggest you get out there, do some fishing. On the sand beaches, you want to use Hopkins, Castmasters, diamond jigs with tube tails. Use a dropper rig or a teaser, where you tie a hook similar to one of these. Let's get one right here. You tie a hook similar to one of these right here ahead of your lure off your swivel, and you'll catch more fish that way. You'll catch them more in the teasers. Anyway, this is Harvey Bennett, That Tackle Shop, showing you how to service a Penn 704 that belongs to my good buddy Fred Abatamarco, who's probably on his way out here to go fishing right now. He's been doing quite well on the north side of Montauk. And I've been doing real good on the sand beaches up here in Amagansett. Over and out from the tackle shop. Enjoy your weekend. Get out there, do some fishing. And remember, tomorrow's the opening day of sea duck season. So if you're going hunting, be safe, be careful, and enjoy yourself. All right, this is Harvey Bennett. See ya. Have a great weekend.